Welcome back to the same topic. Number a stroke Gable steel column in Tekla structures. So this is part 2 of the same topic. Now, if I just zoom close, you can see we have this in place, but it's somehow clogged with some symbol of weld. So if I left click and right click and come to redraw, if they don't disappear, I'll show you how we can manipulate that. Then that has gone. So it is clean as it is. You can see that. So we have that in place, we have that in place. So there's another thing we can do. We can get rid of these. We can also get rid of excess stiffeners by just double clicking on it. I just do one and then the rest you do, because we've already populated so many stiffeners, so I can go one by one and do the same thing. So once I've done one, I think you'll do the rest by yourself. So I'll come to stiffeners here. So under stiffeners, I'll be able to delete whatever I don't want. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll be able to delete 1 and 4. So I'll come here under delete bolt pitch stiffener. I'll just type 1 and space, then key in 4. So once I've done so, I'll click modify. So if I click modify, I'll be able to get rid of this and that. So let's just give some time to process that information. Once it has been processed, we lose the unnecessary stiffeners in place. So we have only one in place. So I think you can do for the rest so that it looks much better. So we can do the same thing here, or once we've done so, I can just go ahead and pick that, load. Once I've loaded that, you'll just go ahead and click save as. So I'll include this detail into this. So once I've saved as here, and load once again and click modify, and let's see whether it will be back. So let's just go back and do the same thing here. 1, then space and 4, then modify, then save as it is, then click modify. So once we've done so, it will be part of this change. So just click load and modify, and nothing will happen. Now I can just let me just to give a trial there. If I delete that and delete this and delete that, let me just delete that also and delete the other one also, and give a trial of one. And if I come back and pick on the base plate and pick the column, then pick the point I intend to place, then you see it will take effect. So we don't need any excess base plate, a base plate with excess stiffeners. So let me just pick on that and we place a base plate right there. Do the same thing here, pick that and you place another one there. So that's how you walk around and you make your way to best detailing Tekla structures. So let me just come to stiffeners. So splices. So I want to splice that, and I'll just type in PEB here so that we get to PEB tools available in Tekla structures. So let me just zoom out, and I want to go to splice, and this is a splice I'm talking about. So once I've picked on it, and previously I had saved some splices, so I just used I'll just enable those previously saved splices so that we save time. So I've enabled this macro, so you can see select main component. I can pick any part here to be the main component, so I can select the up one and select the bottom one and give it some time to load that information. Once it has been loaded, I'll change or use my presets to create a splice connection there. So let's just give some time. So we have it in place. You can see that. So I'll go further and double click on it. So the reason why I'm double click on it and I'm double clicking on it is to edit it or customize it to my specific details. So fortunately enough, maybe if we've done this several times and you have so many splice settings you've saved, like in my case, I had saved this, I can just go ahead and click load, and once I've loaded that, I'll come here and click modify. So if I click modify, I'll be able to load my settings for this particular splice. So let's just give some time to process that information. So once it has been done, we'll apply the same to the next to the next Gable column. So we have this in place and this has been done. So if I come to navigate and I want to rotate this, I'll pick on that and I'll press my left button on the mouse and rotate like that. You can see that. So I want just to apply this to the rest. So in case you didn't catch it, you didn't catch up with that with us up when we were doing that, I can just go ahead tab to tab so that you see the details that falls within this preset. So let me, if I come to picture, you can see there's it's just on default, not in default, but you can see what I entered there. And if I come there, you can see the details I had keyed in there. If I come to parts, you can see the thickness and the size of the plate stiffeners. You can see the stiffeners in place. Let's give it time to load. You can see the stiffeners that we left and deleted, and on the special stiffeners I don't think we entered anything. So that's all about that. Now let's go to the next one, and I can pick this and that, and give some time to process that information. And we have created that. A splice has been created, that and that. A splice created, and we click on this, we create a splice there. So do that to this one also, and a splice has been created. So if you move on the other side of things, we can also do the same thing and create a splice. So we just move a little bit faster so that we complete this Gable side with the required details. And I'll come here and do the same thing, but I'm not able to see that those sides. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to navigate, and I want to rotate this by picking a particular point to rotate it about. So I have these columns not yet spliced, so I'm going to pick that, and we create a splice. Click that and that, and we splice that. We come here and here, and we splice that. So if I right click and left click on empty screen, then right click and come to redraw, I'll have this complete and done with the splices. So I'll come to navigate, pick on that, and I can rotate that and maybe zoom, bring it closer so that we have a keen look at it. You can see the splice we've created. So this is super nice, and you need to try that by yourself. And this is the name of this course is project based, so we are moving step by step as you learn the tools used in creating this particular simple project using a PEB tool in Tekla structures. Now let's meet then on a different part of the same topic. So let's meet then, and we learn in the process.